Breakfast Show here across Pembrokeshire on Pure West Radio, brought to you with OC Davies of Roundabout Garage in Neyland. A very good morning. Very excited about this little feature. Well, it's not so little either, because it is time for our confessions this morning, and we are being joined by Father Neil. Good morning.
Good morning, Gina. Was that a fat crack? It's not so little, I heard from you this morning. I'm the only one in the studio this morning. Reverend Sophie's not here, so I thought, is that a fat crack?
No. It's this feature, it's a little feature. It's not a little feature. This is a big deal, our confessions.
It is. Naomi has been waiting because, of course, we've had 2 weeks off confessions.
Yes, that's right.
Naomi has been messaging me saying, I cannot believe that we haven't had it for 2 weeks, but you're back, Father Neil.
My back and my front is with you this morning. Yes, indeed.
And you were just saying you've got two choices for us today.
I have. So the choices that we've got this morning are an oldie but a goodie, or a hobby.
Ooh, oldie but a goodie or a hobby.
Yes.
So whoever messages in first, we're going to go for that one. And over on the WhatsApp, Nat's been in touch, 741. Got in the car early to redo my radio. Huge congrats to everyone on the Pure West Radio team. Thank you so much for tuning in to us and letting us take you on your journey. G, which one are you thinking?
Oh, I like an oldie but a goodie.
An oldie but a goodie. I'm just going to leave.
That's because you married a younger bloke, and so you know that...
I thought I was referring to myself, an oldie, but I'm all right.
Yeah. That's right.
Hobby has just come in on the WhatsApp.
Sorry, Gina. You've been overturned.
We have. Right. Are we ready for this? We're live on social media. We want to get your comments in there, or you can WhatsApp 01437 764455. Father Neil is going to provide us with a real life story and scenario, and we want to know whether or not you would forgive or what action they need to do to make good. Let's do this. Over there, not like that. Let's do this.
These are my confessions. These are my confessions. These are my confessions.
So, are we ready?
Yes.
Hobbies. This comes from a lovely lady that I met during half term. I think I can probably give a little bit of identifying features because it's all fine now, but I happened to spend quite a long time in the hospital with a family member over half term, and as a consequence I was talking to other patients but also to members of staff, and this is from a lovely member of staff at our own Withybush Hospital.
Okay.
Dear Council of Pure West Radio, Alive and Kicking, and the G&T Breakfast Show, I've got to get this off my chest. 3 months ago, a new colleague came into the ward. She's a lovely, lovely person. And in casual conversation in the middle of the night, she brought up her love of bird watching. Now, I wanted to build a rapport because the nights can be very long. And I wanted to make a nice impression, truth be told. So I told her it was one of my hobbies too. The thing is, I really don't have the faintest idea about it. I'd actually gone into the toilet, went on Wikipedia, and got myself armed with a few facts before I broached the conversation, just because it's a nice thing to do. Well, since then, she's been so excited to share bird watching stories, invite me on trips, and even discuss specific birds. She's only come to this country fairly recently, and so she has lots of British birds on her to-do list. I've been Googling frantically and even making up stories to keep up the ruse. It's gotten to the point where I'm feeling incredibly guilty and stressed every time she brings it up. I want to come clean, but I'm worried about hurting her feelings or making things awkward on the ward. Dear Council of Pure West Radio, the G&T Breakfast Show, and Alive and Kicking. How do I get out of this mess politely? Or should I just keep my mouth shut?
You've got to change shifts. You can't work with her anymore.
Oh no, it's that age-old thing of a little white lie that's now going to make her is it an ornithologist.
An ornithologist, yes. A twitcher.
Oh.
A birder.
Oh gosh, just trying to be nice and make them feel nice and welcome.
Yeah, absolutely the best of motivations. But it seems to have spun out of control now. It's got to the stage where, deliberately misleading this person, is it going to affect their relationship? Is it going to affect their professional relationship? People could die because they're talking about the roseate spoonbill instead of actually responding to codes.
Oh my goodness. So to summarize, if you've just joined us, this is our confessions. We do this every Thursday at 8:00. And we've got a lovely healthcare worker who is trying to support a new healthcare worker who has a hobby and a penchant for bird watching. So she's gone down the rabbit hole and said, I enjoy that too.
No, he's gone down the rabbit hole.
I apologize. He's gone down that rabbit hole to the extent of going to the toilet to Wikipedia this to look like there's knowledge in the noggin.
Yep.
When actually there's nothing.
Yeah.
Just a woodpecker pecking at the bark.
It wouldn't be so bad if this sort of never knew anything about bird watching, gone to look up bird watching and thought, actually, I quite like this. And yeah, I'm getting into this. But if they're not getting into it, oh my goodness, what a situation.
That's a good point.
That's an option, actually.
There might be a genuine interest through the ruse.
There might not even be a genuine interest, but dear friend in with you, but you might have a new hobby now. You might have to just double down and sort of like I've been led down this route by my own fickleness. And therefore, I am a bird watcher now.
Yeah, this is who I am.
Yeah, you're going to have to just go on the trips and
put your waders on, head down to the marshes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, out in Withybush Woods.
What I would say is, do you know what? There was a big flock of birds flying over me the other day, and one did something on me, and that's it. I've had enough of birds. I don't want to know about them anymore. That would be my answer. Or change shifts. That's what you're going to have to do.
Two wrongs make a right, Father Neil.
Oh, never. Except when Gina is involved, where two wrongs make a third wrong.
Yeah,
it's just very wrong.
It's an interesting tack to try and show welcoming thoughts to this new worker. Be like, oh, I do that too. Why didn't they just say, oh, I don't know about that? Why don't you educate me?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It would have been the easiest thing to say. And I'm sure that our Withybush friend is thinking that, but that's gone.
It's too far gone now.
Yeah, cat's out the bag now.
Your thoughts and that feeling have migrated to another continent. You're stuck with it.
Unless you came up with a halfway house. Unless you came up with I'm really sorry, X. But I've misled you about the extent of my bird watching. I do like bird watching, and I really enjoy our conversations. But I was a little bit intimidated by the depth of your knowledge, and so what I've been doing is I've been looking up things, and I shouldn't have. But let me kneel at your feet. Teach me, O guru of the Twitchers.
I like that.
Yeah, that's okay though, if you have got that interest. But if you haven't got that interest, it's not going to be good going forward. It's going to ruin the relationship.
Oh, and there's life at stake.
Yeah, there is. Like I said.
Anna's in. If you didn't know and you used her knowledge, that would have been better going to that education route.
Yeah.
Douse me with your knowledge of these birds.
Douse you? Okay.
Yeah.
Why not?
Let's get them flying over again and.
Yeah, whether if you're a bird fan or not, the Starlings are migrating at the moment, so there's going to be lots of murmurations. So if you find yourself on Aberystwyth, you'll find them over the pier. Looks amazing. I'm going back to the intention. The actual bird lover is from away.
Yes.
And they come to this new area of the world.
Yes.
They're trying to make friends. They're trying to get down to work. And our our person that's come forward for advice, they were doing it to help them feel welcome and be like, oh, I've got shared interests. The intention.
Oh, nobody's questioning the intention, Tom.
Yeah.
But if you remember, there was advice about what to do next. That was what they were seeking. So you can't get out of it that easily, my friend. You know, you are sort of like the voice of Pembrokeshire, you and Gina, on the radio in the morning. They're looking to you to actually say, what are my next steps?
G.
You can't. No.
Well, you know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, okay, if you like this person, you think, you know, it's friendship, working relationship, really good. I'm getting on well. We can do these shifts together. This is great. You've got to come clean. Otherwise, it's just not going to happen. Or you are just going to be a bird lover, a bird watcher. You're going to be going on all these trips. It's going to be wasting your time.
Would you go full confession to this person, or would you go Father Neil's halfway house?
Full confession. Get it out.
I don't like your birds.
Yeah.
If you're listening, what would you do in this situation? Father Neil, I imagine that you've already provided some information.
Yes, but I was wearing a dog collar at the time, so you know. I did go along the lines of honesty is always the best policy. If for nothing else, then once you start lying, it is very difficult to keep track of all the lies.
That's it. You've got to remember it.
Yeah, it's so complicated. Yes. So this is one of the reasons why honesty is the best policy.
Yeah,
So,
I'm with you on that.
Oh, I'm just thinking about that working relationship, though.
Long nights on the ward together.
Well,
There's plenty of work to be done. You don't need to be bird watching.
Plenty of bedpans to be scrubbed.
Yeah, but awkwardly side by side with each other in silence. And then one of them just goes, "Woohoo." That was a common pigeon.
I thought that was an owl. I thought that was a play on the whole wisdom of the owl thing.
I thought that was one of those things that you get in blue and yellow. I shan't say the next word.
No, I can say that for later on. I quite like the halfway house one. It's like, since you've come along, you've reignited my interest in the birds around us, but you just know so much more about it than I do.
Yeah.
So it's been really nice, but actually it's not my priority. I think that's the way that I'd be going.
What do you think, Tobe?
Oh, Toby's just walked in.
He's gone straight for the knob on the desk this morning. He's twiddling things. So I think I'm too loud.
No, it's not you.
There we go.
We're all good. So there we have it. That is what we're looking at. Is Gina full clean?
Yeah.
Father Neil?
Halfway,
but honesty is the best policy.
Absolutely.
Lovely. And for me, I think I'm the halfway as well.
Because I think we've got no problem with forgiving at all three of us. The motivation was there right from the very beginning.
Yeah, there's no malice.
No malice at all.
No.
So it's just, what is the next step?
Yeah. I want to know how this goes. And later on, you'll be back next week?
I will be back next week, but I doubt whether I will see this person.
Of course.
So
for good reason.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for good reason.
Yeah.
So
if they're listening.
Yes, wherever you are in your purple scrubs, that narrows it down, actually, doesn't it? Because it's only certain people wear purple scrubs. Then
Anna with a full clean confession.
Yes.
Over on the WhatsApp. So there you have it. You've got Alive and Kicking on Sunday morning.
Alive and Kicking on Sunday morning. It's quite a solemn Sunday this Sunday because, of course, it's Remembrance Sunday. So we're talking all about the crossover between civic events and the church as well. So join us from 8 until 9. Reverend Sophie will be with me. So it'll be even more anarchic than normal.
Lovely. And for today, there's only one thing left to do. Go forth with honesty and integrity.
Absolutely.
Father Neil,
treat others as you would want to be treated.
Yes. Gina, it's gone 8 o'clock.
It is.
We
Really
have got our competition I Spy Unscrambled, which is playing over on our Facebook page. Stand by here. We're going to have your all-important letters, I Spy, with my little eye. You'll find out what it is very soon.
We've got some what's-ons on the way and a traffic and travel update with Link Taxis. It's coming up to 24 minutes past 8 on your Gina and Tom Breakfast Show with OC Davies. Thank you, Father Neil.
You're welcome.
Embrace every moment behind the wheel in your happy space with the MG HS range.